So Jennifer, I'm really glad to have made this connection with you. You are an author and you help people to write their own books. Is that right?
That's right. I'm a book coach and an editor as well as an author, and I help people write their books. And if they've written anything, I help them edit it, make it better so they can get it out there into the world.
That's
And you do
really,
something similar, but in a different medium. So tell us about that.
yeah, my background is video, but I've had a lot of experience with family storytelling. And so I make it easier for people to interview their relatives and just capture one or two or more stories so that they can have that either audio, video, or text. And then with the text, obviously, they can come to you and they can start reworking it into the book that they want.
I
But
love
I've
that.
I've noticed that a lot of there are prompts that maybe people can buy like a coffee table book or something to fill out. People never get to those. And then when they
No.
do, they feel overwhelmed by it. And it's much easier if we just make it a conversation, record the
Yes.
conversation and have something to do with that later, like the book.
Conversation is so much more natural, and we naturally tell stories that way anyways as we're sitting around talking around the holidays as that's coming up. I find that getting started is the hardest place for most people. They get overwhelmed, they don't know where to start. I know you have a quick start guide to help people through that. I have one too. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what your quick start guide has?
Sure, yeah, it's basically three steps. And I don't want to explain every detail in the guide, but the first step is basically figure out what story or stories you want to talk about. Second step is make it easy for the person you're talking to, make it fun and enjoyable. And there's some basic tips that you can use to, to come to them on their own terms and make it pleasant for them. And then the last step is to back it up and get it transcribed. So then you can figure out what to do next, and you don't have to be in a hurry to do that.
That's right. Getting those stories down are really, really important. My first step is do the brain dump, very much like yours. Just get down. What are the things that you want to talk about? What are important to you? Just kind of don't worry about doing chronological order or putting any particular parameters around it. Do the thing that makes the most sense and that's the easiest for you. So you just get in there and get started. That's the most important part, I think.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And so I imagine you're really good at helping people organize their thoughts so they can continue to expound on them. Is that right?
Yes, that's my superpower. I'm really good at taking whatever mess you have and putting it in a coherent, cohesive form. And it's really great when you have someone outside of that to do that for you because you get a little extra perspective.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And I think we both have hit on this point that it's better just to go ahead and get started and do it and have a little bit of guidance in case you run into problems, but doing it is the most important step.
Get it done. Those memories, they're invaluable. However, whatever format, multiple formats, however you have it, having those memories, it's the best legacy that you can live because those things cannot be repeated and you really can't put a price tag on them.
That's great. Well, I'm really glad to make this connection with you. Thanks for taking this time.
Me too. I'm glad we could connect and that we can encourage people to save their legacies and to record them and pass them down to the next generations.
Yeah. And in a book that they can read infinite number of times.
That's right.